Hello Aries, I'm just going to get straight into this because I plan on recording all of them. So this is your messages for the second half of November for Aries Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, the way that I usually read. But if you feel called to watch it, then watch it because you've got Aries somewhere in your chart is what I would say. So for these, and I don't know if I'm going to do this every time, but we'll see how this goes and how it's received. So what I would say is if you do enjoy this, give it a like, give it a comment, and let me know that you enjoyed it to give me some motivation to keep doing it. Right, so, because it's taken me long enough to get around to doing it. So what I'm going to focus on is the things in my work that I'm here to focus on. So we're going to do a card for self-care, self-love, because it's pretty much the same thing. A card for your romantic life, whatever's going on with that, Aries. And we're going to pull a card for life in general. Then we're going to pull a card about your awakening journey. The card we've got for your self-care, your self-love is opportunity. And on the back it says release ties to the past. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. Feeling that as an Aries Sun and an Aries Venus. Right, so we're going to put that there. We're going to pull the romance card. And I'll pull it all together once I've got them all. So what does Aries need to know about, you're just actually going to have to trust me that I'm not planting the cards. Oh my god, it just jumped out. Oh my god, right, okay dokes. Interesting, I just pulled that on the Mercury Retrograde reading that I just done, so you might want to go and check that out, because by the time this is uploaded, that will have been long uploaded. Anyway, we've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. So I shall bring that and when I pull the rest of the cards. Right, what do we need to know for Aries, for life in general? Is this card, what this card's about, this one? Oh my god, do you know what? How cool. My eyes got drawn to the action card when I was kind of hovering, procrastinating about whether I was going to do this now, and then Spirit were like, Claire, you've got the energy, you're doing it. I was like, okay, fine. Right, I'll sort out the positioning better for the next time. But listen, when I've got the energy, I just need to roll with it. So we've got action, Aries, and we are the sign of action. So that's interesting. She's dancing too. Us Aries like to dance. We've got a lot of fiery energy. I love to dance because I've got Venus in Aries as well, and a Saturn. Very playful and inner childy. Inner childy. I just made up a word, guys. And the card for your awakening journey is the ever unfolding rose. I need the book for that because I'm sure this is the one that I love. Yes, I'm sure it is. Oh, right. And you know what? I only want to pull one card for each, but I think I might do this for each. So my eyes just got drawn to look at the bottom of the deck, and we've also got boundaries. So I'm going to pull that too, because that's definitely something I've been feeling in my own life, and which I went on about a lot in the Mercury Retrograde. So we've also got boundaries. So I'll put that. I'll just put that up there too. That's part of it. Right. So Aries, without further ado, I don't want to make these too long. So Aries, what I feel the rest of November holds for you is opportunities. And we're, the first sign of the zodiac. We're all about fresh new beginnings. It's a child of the zodiac. It is actually the sign of change and beginnings. And there's lots of opportunities your way. I mean, she's like, I'm open, I'm ready, bring the miracles my way. That's what I'm kind of feeling with this card. And it is very much about the miracles come your way when you truly just surrender and let go, and really just let go of the past, like that card says. When you let go of the old, you make room for the new. And like I said, Aries, we're all about fresh new beginnings. So you should really kind of be feeling the words of this, as it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm here to bring the change, and I'm ready for a change. And perhaps that change is this new person coming into your life, or it could be someone from the past as well. But either way, even when it's someone from the past, I really do feel it's almost as if they are a new person. But it's like when it's for your highest good, you're calling in someone that's for your highest good, and they're calling in you. It's like you're equally calling in each other. And again, if you happen to be in a romantic relationship already, it's your higher selves aligning, and it's just you're going to be even more in tune with each other. And it can be, for a select few as well, and this is why you always choose your own discernment. It can be that, perhaps you're not aligned with the person that you're with, and you kind of feel that, oh, right, actually, this Mercury retrograde has helped me and my partner realise that we're better off as friends, and, we're better suited to finding someone else that's on the aligned spiritual path. That's really interesting that came through, but that is just literally what just came through right there. But it's about kind of you know, and now I see why, because yeah, release the past. It's kind of like, so say for instance, I'm getting that kind of image. It's like that's a film I saw, but it's kind of like, say you kind of stuck with someone because you met them at college or something, or you met them at school, but actually, you know, you're not that person anymore, and they're not that person anymore, and it's kind of like, you know, when you actually let each other go, you're going to feel this sense of freedom, and you might even meet somebody else like really quickly after, and hopefully the both of you do. I think in those situations, you know, I would always pray that, you know, that two people part because they're actually meant to be with the person that they're truly meant to be with, and it's not that you weren't meant to spend time with this person. This is really pretty heavy, isn't it? But it's like, it's not that you weren't meant to spend time with this, but you absolutely were, and you learned, and you grew, and now it's just that karma is done. And it's about releasing that situation. I'm talking to someone really specific, so you're going to know if this speaks to you. If it doesn't, just leave this bit, but it's really coming through. I really feel someone is actually going to find this message. I wouldn't be surprised this is the reason why I was drawn to do this tonight, but it's about, I really do feel when you have the courage to admit that you're not the same people you once were when you embarked on this relationship, when you release your ties to the past, you really do make room for partners to come into both of your lives in this case. So that's really interesting, and you'll know why that had to happen. And either way, you know, whichever situation that applies to, I really do feel it's about taking action. So it's not about ignoring what's been happening. So it's like, right, so for instance, I think it's going to go this way, but it's singles, you're calling in, forget the word soulmate, right? Because there's so many different words that people use, but it's, you're calling in someone that is in alignment with you, and they're calling in you. You're both, if it's for your highest good, you will attract each other. But it's only when you focus on your self-love, which is why my card, the first card, was about that. You know, it's you focusing on what you need to do, you focusing on your opportunities, what you need to do for yourself, and it just so happens that calls in somebody. And that's why I can see how, you know, that's the singles, and I can see how people that are in a relationship, I can see how that makes sense too, because it's like you've got to do what's right for you, and actually, and if you're not kind of feeling like you're meant to be with this person anymore, you're only doing it out of loyalty, or, you know, kind of like, oh, I've been with this person, you know, I need to keep trying, you know. I think Aries, we're that raw and real. When something's done, it's done, and you know when it's done. But what I would say is wait until Mercury goes direct to truly be sure about any kind of action that you take in that way. And lastly, those of you that are in a relationship, it's about the more honest and vulnerable you are with one another, which Aries, you should be good at that. Sometimes we're too honest, raw and vulnerable, but hey, I can't change, and I'm certainly not about to. It's that kind of thing that it's, what I mean is, you know, I change and grow in the lessons I need to learn, which I'm not perfect in because nobody is, but I'm not changing how raw I am, and neither should you, Aries placement. But it's about kind of like in a relationship, it's about the more open you are and you drop the masks and show that vulnerability with one another, you really do feel like, oh my God, like our love has reached a new level. That's lovely. And yet again, it's about taking action with something to bring this fresh new dynamic to an existing relationship, to attract that person on a full moon. Gemini full moon, the twin full moon, is on the 12th of December. That just came to me there. When you're just sort of dancing, having fun, I feel like you might attract somebody that is absolutely perfect for you. They're not perfect, you're not perfect, but they're perfect for you because you were just having fun, living in the present, living life yourself, and that's why you attract somebody. Have I covered them all? Yeah, and the people in a relationship, again, it's the same thing goes. Concentrate on you, and that will ignite passion in your relationship. We have the ever unfolding rose. I'm pretty sure this is quite a heavy card when you read it. I didn't really want to read them out of the book, but and do you know what? I'm not going to, because that'll take ages. Cracked open. It's happening for you, not to you. This is usually about challenges that come your way. For a lot of people, I feel it's about on your, you know, your awakening journey. And like I said in the other video, your awakening journey never stops. I mean, I happen to be an Aries and a Venus in Aries, and I had my dark night of soul 3.5, 4 years ago. It's kind of hazy over exactly when, because when you're in your dark night of soul, everything's a bit hazy. But either way, challenges can be thrown your way. So I do kind of feel, Aries, you know, that the later half of Scorpio could bring us through challenges your way, but it's nothing you can't handle. You're a warrior, and it's all part of your spiritual path. I more just feel it's about facing fears, and I'm like, oh great, I'm Aries, but you know, I really do feel that it's about pushing yourself out your comfort zone, but there's going to be big rewards when you take action with that. So really do take that advice if that resonates with you, to take action with things and push yourself out your comfort zone. I do feel you will get quite a few lessons and people trying to push your boundaries. Look at all these hands coming in. That person is you, and it's about kind of like, you know, do you know what? Actually, it's the weekend. I can help you, but I'm going to help you when it suits me. And I don't mean saying that. I mean that if you don't want to answer that person until you decide you want to, that is your right. So really do tune into that, Aries. You're a sign that is here to teach people about being assertive. So, you know, if you're not good at that, start getting good at it, because I really do feel as an Aries, that is something that we're quite, I mean, that is something that's quite unique to me, but I think a lot of Aries can have that blunt honesty as well. I'm even more blunt because of just all my placements, but I've got a Sag moon, and my house of communication is the highest degree of what bluntness could be in Sagittarius. But either way, Aries are very honest, and it's about, you know, rather than not being clear about your boundaries, be clear about your boundaries, and that will not only help yourself, it will help others as well about what you're all about. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? And again, I'm just laughing because that makes a lot of sense to me. Boundaries always seems to be something that's coming up for me. It should really be something that we all focus on all the time though, because there'll always be somebody coming along to push your boundaries, and if there wasn't, life would be boring. If it was happening all the time, it would be a bit exhausting. Let's just get that over the keyboard. Right, Aries, I hope that meant something to you, and if you'd like to book your own personal session, the booking thing is down below. If you haven't had a personal session before, you can have a free 15-minute call to find out how I could help you further on your healing journey. Thank you. Oh my God, everyone's fallen. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully I will continue this if people receive it well, which I'm hoping they shall. Anyway, see you later.